Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum. This is 9th class biology lecture of chapter 3, which is classification of living organism. Taxonomy. It deals with the description, identification, classification, and scientific naming of living organism according to structural similarities and dissimilarities. All of the living organisms which are present on the world are having different varieties, and depending upon that, all of the living organisms are classified into different classes or groups, depending upon their characteristics. So those organisms which are similar in structural and functional characteristics, they are placed in the same group, while the living organisms which have dissimilarities are placed in different groups. There are different units of classification. On the basis classification of living organism is done. So first one is a species, which is the basic unit of classification. The next is genus, in which closely related species means those species which are very closely related or which are having most of the characteristics same except few are placed into genera. Then all different closely related genera are placed into or are grouped into families. Then families are grouped into orders. Orders are grouped into classes. Classes are grouped into phyla, and phyla are grouped into kingdoms. The next thing which we should study about classification is binomial nomenclature, that is the naming system. So C. Linnaeus is the scientist which adopted binomial nomenclature system to give names to all of the living organisms, and he gave each species scientific name which consists of two words. That two words are, because of the presence of two words, the system is known as binomial nomenclature, and there are certain rules to name a living organism, which are the first name. As you know that scientific name consists of two words, so the first name refers to genus and is known as generic name and always begins with the capital letter, and after that we write the name of species. So every scientific name is written in italic or it is underlined. If it is not written in italic or underline, it is not underlined, so that means it is mistake. For example, scientific name of mustard is Brassica campestris, for frog is Rana tigrina, and for human is Homo sapiens. The first classification system or the classification which we are going to study in this chapter was done by or was proposed by R.H. Whittaker. According to him, all of the living organisms can be classified into five kingdoms, which are Kingdom Monera, Kingdom Protista, Kingdom Fungi, Kingdom Plantae, and Kingdom Animalia. The first one is Kingdom Monera. As he classify all of the living organisms on the basis of mode of nutrition or on the basis of mode of feeding, how organisms feed on their food or take their food. So all of the prokaryotes which feed by the variety of different methods were placed into group Monera. The unicellular eukaryotes which feed by variety of method were placed into kingdom Protista. Kingdom Protista and kingdom Monera both have the same variety or the same method of feeding, means variety of method which can be of different types like absorption or ingestion or any other method, but the difference is of prokaryote and unicellular eukaryote. Prokaryotes were placed in kingdom Monera and unicellular eukaryotes are placed in kingdom Protista. Then multicellular eukaryotes which feed heterotrophically by absorption. Heterotrophically means they cannot prepare their own food, they have to take from another or outer source. Multicellular eukaryote which feed photosynthetically means autotroph which can prepare their food inside their body, were placed into kingdom Plantae. Then kingdom Animalia which consists of multicellular eukaryotes which feed heterotrophically by ingestion. So that was Whittaker's classification, but there were some drawbacks of Whittaker's classification because of which it is not approved right now. When it was proposed, So it has or it received widespread approval because that was having different characteristics at that time, which was approved by a lot of scientists also. But because of major drawback, it was rejected later, which are that in protist, the protist kingdom, which contains all unicellular organisms, including those who were formerly being classified as animals and those also which were regarded as or classified as plants, means unicellular algae. So unicellular algae and protozoan, which were earlier classified as animals and plants, they were both placed in the same kingdom, that was protist kingdom. The other problem was related to algae, that the same kind of a living organism, that is algae, was placed into two different kingdoms, Protista and plant kingdom. After that, another classification system was proposed, which is known as modern classification, and that is followed nowadays. And this was given by two scientists, Margulis and Schwartz. So according to these, it also consists of five classification system of five kingdoms: kingdom prokaryotes, kingdom protista, kingdom fungi, kingdom plantae, and kingdom animalia. In kingdom prokaryotes, all those organisms were placed which are prokaryotes like bacteria and cyanobacteria. Kingdom Protoctista. This in kingdom Protoctista, all of the living organisms were placed which were eukaryotic and which were no longer classified as animals, plants, or fungi, which were are the remaining kingdoms. So all those eukaryotic organisms which have some qualities related to similar to animals but were different also, and similar is the case with plants and fungi. So those organisms which were no longer classified as plant, fungi, or animals but were eukaryotic were placed in kingdom Protoctista. These include Euglena, Paramecium, Chlamydomonas, and yeast. Then comes kingdom fungi, which includes all of the non-chlorophyllous multicellular eukaryotic organisms having cell wall. For example, agaricus mushroom. Kingdom Plantae. It consists of all of those living organisms which have are chlorophyllous. That means chlorophyll is present in their body. They are multicellular, means consisting of more than two cells, two or more cells. They were eukaryotic living organisms. They have cell wall and they have embryonic development also. These includes, or the example includes, apple, sunflower, and many more. Then comes kingdom Animalia. Kingdom Animalia includes all of the non-chlorophyllous multicellular eukaryotic organisms, means chlorophyll would not be present in the body, they would be multicellular, they would be eukaryotic, they would not be having any cell wall-like structure in their bodies. Examples include hydra, earthworm, man, etc. Then there are some common scientific name and classification of living organism. First one is mustard, which is a common name, and scientific name is Brassica campestris. The whole classification system is given in this table. The next one is man, which is a common name. Scientific name is Homo sapien, and classification is given in the following table. The last one is frog. Frog is also a common name. Scientific name of frog is Rana tigrina, and the classification is given in table. Well, that's the end of the lecture. Allah Hafiz.